So it is about 9:30 right now. Just picked up this car literally yesterday, and I think we got back around 12 o'clock and found and bought my new daily. So this is my new 1995 Mitsubishi 3000 GT. Like I said, we just picked it up yesterday, got back here like around 12 o'clock at night, and we was out to get this car at 11 a.m. and this is going to be my new daily. I'm going to be driving for the next year, and there's quite a bit of things that needs to be done. As you can tell, it's pretty dirty. This car has been sitting underneath a tree for about 2 years. So the car is sitting on some Nissan 350Z wheels. I kind of like it. I don't think I'm gonna ever change these wheels, especially if I don't have to. The interior looks awful. Like, it looks really bad. Looks like something that you would expect sitting underneath a tree for a couple years. There's some trim panels back there, a door window regulator, my oil filter right there that I need to replace with. Carpet's somewhat okay. I'm not even going to attempt to really see how these car seats look since it has covers on them. There's no radio. Center console is filled with a whole bunch of stuff. The car needs to be vacuumed out. Like, it really needs to be vacuumed out. I don't think anybody can even drive this car the way it looks. I did, but I don't recommend it. Okay, so you get to the driver's side, you see that there's a lot of trim pieces that are missing. They're missing like a trim panel right here. But it said that this does not have a radio, and to be honest, I don't even think, oh, I found the radio harness. Okay, so it does come with a radio harness. It's been cut, which I hate, because I do not like wiring like a new connector for the radio, considering that like there might be a different radio from time to time and you got to keep cutting off that harness to make a new one. I personally don't like it, but it is what it is. Can't really do nothing about that. But at least I found the radio harness. I could not find this before, and I was kind of worried I wasn't going to get any music inside of this. But I mean, the car looks okay. There's some cobwebs that I'm not going to clean out right now. It does have a sunroof. I think almost every car besides my S2000 that I've owned has a sunroof, and it was always either a sunroof or a moonroof, and it was always electric. It's the only sunroof of a car that I own that is actually manually operated. So my friend just showed this to me the other day when he was driving back. So all you gotta do is pull this lever, twist it, and the window cracks. It doesn't retract, but it does crack. You're able to actually take this entire window out so you can get full access to it, but you are able to lower it and bring it back. I do like this, honestly. There's less chance of failure with this. This is just manually operated, so I do like this. I haven't really checked too much out about this car, but I'm finding more trim panels. Unfortunately, I don't have the door card for the driver's side. That was sitting outside for a couple years, and it's got all gross and moldy, so we didn't end up taking that, which sucks because I really like this colored door panel. So I'm either gonna try to find a pair with that same color or just find the same one for the driver's side. Bit of wiring under here. I don't know where any of these wires go to, so I'm not going to start messing with them. I do have a power probe that will help me figure out what goes to what, but I'm gonna leave all this stuff alone. Hell, I might even like tuck it up just so I can get it out the way. That's the interior for the most part. If you've never been in a 3000 GT or a Dodge Stealth, this is kind of what you're looking at. And to be honest, this is a pretty comfortable car to be in. And it's a big ass car. The car is pretty huge, at least compared to all the cars that I've drove. Very spacious. You know, I have a good amount of room. I'm not hitting my legs on the steering wheel unless I have. And this is a 5-speed. I ended up getting a 5-speed. Move on to the back. So this actually has like a privacy panel that you're able to unhook. That's what I did, just because I had all this stuff back here, because I had to do a lot of work to get it. I had to do a lot of work to get this car up and running before I ended up taking it back home. So I ended up getting some engine oil, brake fluid from my other car, some wrenches and stuff like that, because this thing needed a bit of work before I can even drive it like 30 feet, just to make sure that was going to be good to go. But the trunk space is pretty good too. I mean, when all the stuff is removed and cleared, I'll have a lot more space to work with, and then I'll actually be keeping this a lot cleaner, so it won't be that much stuff. The only thing I'll probably keep in this trunk is jumper cables and an air pump. I feel like those are the two things that should be in almost every car, in my opinion, because you never know when you need to jump, or you need to jump somebody else, and you never know if you need air pressure. Then we go to the engine bay. This is like a lot of people's worst nightmare when it comes to working on these cars. And personally, I don't see a big issue, especially for the NA version. So this is the NA version. This is the front wheel drive version. I got this mainly because I just wanted a reliable 3000 GT, and one of my friends, he has a right-hand drive VR4, and I told him, hey, I want a reliable 3000 GT. Which one do you recommend? He said, dude, get the front wheel drive, the NA version. You'll love it. You'll be fine. So that's exactly what I did. There isn't too much going on besides like a whole bunch of vacuum lines. This looks pretty simple, especially when it's time to get to the second bank of the spark plugs. You just have to take off the intake manifold, and it doesn't seem like a whole bunch. Overall, it looks pretty simple. Looks pretty easy to keep and work, keep maintained. Like there's more wires and stuff that needs to be tended to, which I will get to. I need to get a battery hold down too, so the battery won't be moving around on me. NA version, like, it's, for me, I think this is something that I can work on and not have too big of a problem with it. I don't know if it was from the previous owner or the one before him, but we do have mismatched body panels, black bumper and a black side skirt. Those are the only two that is not paint match, which is not a big deal, especially for the price I got it for. Headlight, this one, I think there's water inside there, so this has to be replaced or resealed. This one's perfectly fine, just really dirty, but I'm gonna see if I can get a pair. Do need some wheel lug nuts for some of these wheels, so I'm gonna end up getting that done. The one thing I like about this car, like I really like about it and I always did, I think everybody does, is these tail lights. I think these are like the coolest tail lights that is not an NSX that you can get. I personally like these a lot. Yeah, overall, car looks okay for sitting underneath the tree for about 2 years. So I got big plans for this car. Like huge plans. I'm going to be doing a lot of work to this car to make it incredible. So I'm talking about oil changes, brake fluid changes, brake pads and rotors, clutch fluid, gear oil, interior cleanup, like everything that you can think of when it comes to making this car reliable and making it like a comfortable daily. That's what I'm trying to do. I am not trying to make this car fast in any means. I have a race car, that's what the S2000 is for. I just want to make this car a really good, reliable daily car that I can drive for a year, maybe 2. I don't know, but at least for a year. That's what I'm trying to get this car to. So this isn't going to be like a crazy build. I don't want to do anything special to this car in that regards. If I wanted to do something crazy with a 3000 DT, I would have got the VR4. But me personally, I would have got the VR4. The SL or front wheel drive version of the 3000 GT, and you done some crazy stuff to it, more power to you if that's what you want. Me personally, you know, I kind of want to keep this car as stock as I can get it, so there's gonna be a lot of finding stock parts, hopefully not spinning an arm and a leg. I'm gonna make a list of everything that I need to do. Probably not gonna be making like no full length videos, probably just gonna see something on the shorts, just detailing and describing what I'm going to be doing to this car. I got a good, pretty length list of the things that needs to be done. I already did a few things on the way from Wisconsin back here. It's still got a lot of ways to go, as you can see. I'm not trying to go overboard with it, just keep it really simple and keep it reliable. And I got this car for an extremely good deal. And just to put it in perspective on how good of a deal that I got this car for. So this right here is my main daily. This is a 93 Honda Accord. And I got this car originally at the mileage, I think it was at, I want to say 200,000 miles. I think that's when I got this car. And I pretty much got this car how it is, pretty much how it looks, besides this windshield. But how the interior looks, for the most part, that's pretty much what I got this car for. I had this car for about 4 years, and it's been really good, really easy to maintain, which is weird because I haven't done any maintenance to this car. I don't do oil changes, I don't change the brakes, I don't do nothing for this car. I just keep it running with oil and coolant. Two main things I keep in check for. So with that being said, I got this 95 3000 GT, this JDM Icon, for $50 less than I bought this 93 Honda Accord.